Liz Jenkins with Dr. Liz Coaching. How are you doing today? I just had to drop in, had to share with you one quick thing. All right. Today, I want you to raise your standards. Yep. I'm telling you, ladies, raise your standards. You're smart. You're accomplished. You can juggle so many things, careers, kids, critters, right? Budgets. You got COVID, right? But what we probably don't realize is you're settling and you don't even realize you're settling. So many of the folks, and today was one of those things where I needed to jump on here and talk to all of my smart single ladies, smart ladies that are in relationships, is that you're settling and you may not even realize you're settling. And how is that? Is because I've had some folks say that, oh my gosh, they were so nice to me. They responded to my text messages quickly. And, when we agreed to go out, they asked me where I want to go. It's so fantastic. And I'm going, yeah, okay, that's great. And I said, so what makes this guy so great? And you really haven't even spent time with him. Talking to some of my ladies who are out there in the dating world. And they said, well, he's so nice to me. He asked me what I want to eat or where I want to go. Okay. I said, ladies, you can't like a man simply because he's being nice to you in that moment, right? Now that really is, they're supposed to be. He's supposed to be. We're supposed to be, right? That's part of it, right? And we're supposed to have an expectation or a bar that the people that we choose to be with in this relationship are genuinely nice to us. They're considerate, they're kind. They treat us with self-respect. They treat us with unconditional love. But for many of us, we don't even realize that that component is missing. And so if this resonates with you, that because someone shows you general courtesies and kindness and stuff and has you starting to get excited about them before you even really know them, or that you're in a relationship and you consider it fantastic that they remembered to text you on the way home and ask if you needed something, and that's the only blip on the screen you've heard of them, maybe we need to step back again and start looking at that you might probably are missing some self-love. And don't worry, okay, it happens to lots of us, all of us, type of thing. But the missing component is self-love, because we need to have and expect unconditional love and respect in our relationships, and most certainly it starts with ourselves. So let's start raising that expectation bar. Just hold it in the head here about when I'm with this person, the special person in my life, I need to experience unconditional love and respect, right? So that becomes part of your dating profile right out the gates, relationship minimum standards. But I want you to step back a second and before you start blaming and shaming, because that's where a lot of us go, and how do we fix it and where did I miss it? I just want you to understand that how you're currently selling yourself off short might have come by you honestly and by the folks in your life honestly, innocently. The first number one is, how did I get to the place where I sold myself short? Bad training. All right, bad training. Some of us might be, and lucky if you were, if you had a mom or a dad or a special person in, adult person, role model in your life that taught you this, that they said, no. People need to love you no matter what. They need to treat you with respect and all those kind of things. They had those rules, like they had to come to the door, or they needed to meet you before you went out on a date, whatever it might be. Maybe you had that. The majority of folks didn't, right? And sometimes it was because, geez, our parents didn't know. They didn't have training. They were caught in this generation after generation after generation is just ignore, accept, deal with it, and move on. Good news here is that you have the power to break the cycle for yourself. And if you have little ones in your world, you can break the cycle for them. So bad training is one of the reasons why you may be currently selling yourself short. Even though you have education, you have advancements, you have all these other things that you're awesome with, when it comes to yourself, you maybe didn't have the instructions that you needed. Number 2, okay? The set points are early experiences with the opposite sex and how we interacted with each other. Maybe that was because we were with immature boys or immature girls, or if you're a guy and you watch this, but we were just kids. We were struggling to find our identities. They were struggling to find their identities, and we're shifting and playing. And so I said, think about elementary school playground, right? Where the boys that liked you would actually like shove you and knock you down. And that was like, oh, they like you. Or there was the cootie games or all sorts of stuff, you know? And then we went into junior high and went into high school and went into college or early dating relationships post-high school. We were dealing with immature boys and not mature men. And so that becomes a set point in our brain, in our interactions, plus the messaging that we're getting from people. Oh, that's just how they are. You know, okay, it's dismissing something that may have been kind of bubbling up in your gut and saying, I don't know about this. This doesn't feel good. Number 3, bad examples everywhere. All right, everywhere. We see the best of the worst in TV and internet, from our own personal experiences, family, friends, personal relationships. And guess what? 90+% of what we see comes into our conscious mind and gets stored back in our subconscious mind. And when it starts going back there, we don't question, challenge it, bring it out, assess, and say, discard that. Nope, we don't. We just see it and bring it into our brains. And so we're seeing bad examples, and that becomes normalized and sort of okay. And I know a lot of us like, oh, no. I know it's just a movie. Yeah, I know you know it's a movie. That's what your conscious part. But the subconscious just kind of stores those images and those interactions back there. Okay? So we store and without purging. And so the fix is, it's not all is not lost here. The fix is that we choose self-love. All right. We focus on ourselves. We begin the process of challenging, identifying maybe the bad training, maybe the early set points or the poor examples. We start pulling them out, challenging, and say, this is ridiculous. This is not me. I deserve more. We focus on ourselves and we start to feel good about ourselves. Because I can tell you, if you look around your relationships, it's probably going to tell you how you feel about yourself. If you're the one that's always giving and doing and remembering the dates of somebody's birthday or something, and I'm talking platonic relationships, friendships, as well as significant dating relationships. If you're in the dating relationship or even, significant other relationship or marriage, and you're the one doing the heavy lifting, it may be a reflection about how you feel about yourself and how you feel about your position in this world. So your fix, your cure-all, and yeah, it's cure-all, is to start with unconditional love and respect for yourself. You start giving yourself grace, loving yourself for wherever you are, at whatever spot you are, and you treat yourself with respect. And that means we stop saying these snarky things to ourselves. We stop putting ourselves in positions or with people that treat us anything less than that bar. Okay? I've thrown a lot at you. Please listen. Please watch this again. I'm here. I love to hear from you. I'd love to share some tips of how you can fast track and start choosing your self-love. Because I know if you start with yourself and build that self-love and embrace this beautiful, smart woman, creative, funny, whatever woman that's there, you are going to attract so much. You're going to be this magnet, and you're going to attract the very best and the best of dating, of relationships, of marriages, if you want, careers, friendships. You're going to be this really awesome magnet that only attracts good. But it starts with you. It starts with you loving yourself, treating yourself well, treating yourself with respect. So, hey, DM me. I'd love to chat further with you. We can jump on a free call or email message, and I'm here to help you, because my goal, my mission is to have every single one of us in the place of self-love and in the place where we have the love that we dream of, the love we desire, and the respect. Okay? So here we go, ladies. Have a wonderful afternoon, wonderful evening, whenever you're watching this. I'm here. Just DM me, just message me, and we'll chat. Bye-bye.